You ever meet an island that can't decide if it's a beach paradise, a volcano-riddled sci-fi set, or a centuries-old living museum, and somehow nails all three? That's Luzon. One moment you're dodging jeepneys in Manila's chaos. The next you're standing on a mountaintop older than your family tree, staring down a volcano that could go off mid-selfie. But here's the kicker. Most tourists skip half the best stuff. You won't. Stick around, and by the end of this guide, you'll know exactly where to eat a sizzling plate of sisig with a volcano view, swim in emerald coves nobody geotags, and hike through rice terraces carved by hand before Europeans figured out forks. Yes, Manila. Before you scroll past, don't. The capital is not a punishment before paradise. It is part of the trip. Think, Intramuros, where Spanish forts whisper secrets of colonization and revenge. Street food in Binondo, the world's oldest Chinatown, where you can demolish lumpia, hopia, and chili crab in one sweaty sitting. And then there's the traffic. It's an attraction in itself. Ever played a real-life version of Mario Kart on a highway? Welcome. But here's the trick. Manila isn't where you linger, it's where you launch. So eat, explore, survive rush hour, and get out with stories you didn't plan on telling your mom. 6 hours north and centuries back in time. Banaue. The rice terraces here weren't built last century, or even the one before. These green giants were carved over 2,000 years ago by the Ifugao people, with nothing but hand tools and stubbornness. Some say they're the eighth wonder of the world. Others say they're just trying to climb them without falling over. Batad, a remote village within Banaue, hits even harder. You can't drive straight in. You trek from the nearest road, past waterfalls and narrow cliffside trails, into a natural amphitheater of perfectly stacked terraces. At sunrise, the whole valley lights up like someone flipped a switch in the clouds. It's not a day trip, it's a humble you to your core trip. Further up, Sagada. Equal parts mist, mystery, and wait, are those coffins nailed to the cliff? Yes. The indigenous Cancanay people believe the higher you're buried, the closer you are to the afterlife. Hence the spooky yet Instagrammable vertical graveyard. But it's not just death tourism. Explore Echo Valley, spelunk through Sumaging Cave's slimy limestone mazes, and wake up early for Kiltapan sunrise. Bring tissues. Not because it's emotional, because it's freezing. Luzon is basically a volcano theme park, minus the safety regulations. Taal is the most deceptive. It's a volcano inside a lake on an island inside another lake. It erupted in 2020 just to remind everyone it's still in charge. Then there's Mount Pinatubo. Remember that eruption in 1991 that cooled global temperatures? That was this guy. Now it's a turquoise crater lake you can trek to, or cheat with a 4x4 ride across lunar landscapes. But if you want peak drama, Mount Mayon. Perfect cone, perfect symmetry, perfectly dangerous. It looks fake in photos. It's not. Hike the base, stay in Legazpi, and if Mayon's feeling calm, thank her. If she's puffing smoke, smile, but back up slowly. Baguio is Luzon's accidental alpine town, built by Americans for summer escapes, now beloved for its pine-scented air, foggy mornings, and strawberry tahoe. Yes, tofu plus syrup plus berries. It's weirdly addicting. Ride a horse in Wright Park, thrift vintage windbreakers at Session Road, and accidentally buy too much uba jam at the Good Shepherd Convent. It's the one Filipino souvenir that never gets regifted. Luzon's west coast is all golden sands and surfboards. Start in Pangasinan 100 Islands National Park, is exactly what it sounds like. 124 at low tide, islands scattered like confetti in the sea. You can swim, snorkel, or name one after yourself. Nobody's checking. South to La Union, aka LU, where waves draw hipsters, hippies, and hard-partying locals. Surf by day, bar hop by night. Flotsam and Jetsam is where you'll probably lose your phone and find your next best friend. You want Spanish colonial vibes without the Manila chaos? Go Ilocos. Vegan's cobblestone streets are horse-drawn, lamplit, and painfully photogenic. Try empanada that crunches like a tortilla and bleeds orange from achuite oil. Yes, you'll want to. Further north in Ilocos Norte, giant windmills by the beach, dunes you can sandboard on like a rebel Mad Max extra, and Cape Bojador Lighthouse, staring down the South China Sea like a tired old sentinel who's seen too much. Quick detour. If you're ready to explore beyond Luzon, check out our video on the Ultimate Philippine Island Travel Guide. You'll discover what to see, skip, and savor across the entire archipelago. But for now, let's head east. Yes, Mayan's in Bicol, but it's not just a one volcano show. Explore Donsol for whale sharks, not in a zoo, not in a tank, just you, some flippers, and a fish bigger than your Grab driver's van. Caramon Peninsula? Luzon's answer to El Nido, minus the tourists, plus more adventure. Island hop, climb limestone cliffs, or do nothing on powdery beaches where your only companion is a coconut. Also, the food in Bicol bites back. Literally. Bicol Express is pork, coconut milk, and so much chili you'll question your life choices. Eat slowly, trust me. Ever surf on the Pacific side of Luzon? Welcome to Baler. It's chill, it's wavy, and it's where Filipino surfing was born, thanks to leftover boards from a Hollywood film in the 70s. Yup, Apocalypse Now left behind a surf scene. Last stop before we circle back. Zambales. Think mango farms, hidden coves like Anawangan and Nagsasa, and coastal hikes with pine trees instead of palms. Subic Bay, once a U.S. naval base, is now a mix of shipwreck dives, ocean parks, and duty-free shops you didn't plan on visiting but somehow left with 3 Toblerones. It's your low-key off-ramp from the Luzon roller coaster. From here, you can loop back to Manila or vanish into the hills, your camera full, your inbox ignored. So, did Luzon deliver? No, it over-delivered. It's not just the biggest island in the Philippines. It's the most chaotic, most cultural, most can't believe this is real ride you'll take without crossing an international border. Now you know where to go. But the real question is, how long can you stay? Hit that subscribe if you're building your bucket list one island at a time. This was your Big Luzon travel guide. Pack light, travel loud, and never trust a quiet volcano.